Good morning. Good morning. So I be looking at my videos, my analytics, and the video of me downing 2 pieces of toast and a caramel frappuccino, that video has an exponentially more views than the rest of my videos. So I figured I'd show you guys what I'm about to eat before I go hit legs. Now, I'm not doing anything crazy today. I don't want to obliterate my legs before I go skate tomorrow. Sometimes this happens, but it's still leg day. I'm still gonna go hit legs, but I'm probably gonna do something more like Smith squats and leg extensions, because when I skate, my quads are never really like, I'm never really like, oh, my quads. You know, it's more like my hamstrings, my calves, basically all the accessory muscles of my legs. Like when I get done skating, especially like after the 12-hour skate day, it kind of feels like I did a gajillion sets of hamstring curls, a million sets of the ball crusher machine, and that's kind of it, you know. So we're gonna go do some isolation stuff on our quads. But before we go, I'm in a carb depleted state right now, and this is gonna be the perfect pre-workout meal. Right here, it looks like a lot of food, but really it's just 2 apples that I cut up. It's like 200 calories. Cause like, you know, since I'm not doing free weight barbell squats, I don't need max calories. I just need to be able to take my quads to failure on a nice couple sets of Smith squats. So I got, and if you're wondering what I have on top of them, this red stuff, it's chamoy. Kind of like the Mexican candy vibe. Now, I used to put tahini on here too. It is good. However, I quickly realized that I am not in the business of double sodium, because the chamoy, it's like made with salt and chilies, so it's already sodium. And chamoy is 0 calorie, but looking at the serving size, I can probably presume that it adds like 20 calories or so. But this is what I usually eat. This is actually a go-to meal for me. I freaking love apples. And honestly, I'm not too sure why. Like I usually go through phases, but most of the time when I have apples in my fridge, they're gone. They're gone. Sometimes I'll buy 6 pounds of apples at a time. Look. I need subtitles on my forehead for when I'm eating. It's hard to talk and chew. Anyway, one thing I wanted to mention is like, if you're trying to get started on dieting, just kind of, I always say start small, but just think about what you're eating and then what you're about to go do, if that makes sense. For example, we all know that proteins and fats are the slowest digesting macronutrients. Carbs digest pretty quick, and I need quick carbs. Now, are apples the quickest digesting? No, because they're fructose, so they have to be converted into glucose before you can use them. However, that works in my favor because throughout my workout, it'll keep my blood sugar stable. Now, if I was going in to do max fucking PR squats, then I'd probably have some rice cakes, or I might even just crush a bowl of cereal, because I want all my carbs in my bloodstream immediately. Kind of the same thing, like when I eat Rice Krispie treats at the skate rink. You know, I hop off the skate rink, I'm like, whew, I need some glucose. We're gonna have some high glycemic snacks. A lot of people think carbs are the issue in life. No, it's really just how you consume them. You know, like last week when you saw me eat that freaking sugary whipped cream caramel frappuccino, I would never eat something like that and then just go chill on the couch and watch TV. It's not the best recipe for success, you know? Like the principle, if you've ever heard of carb cycling, it's kind of simple. Don't let people overcomplicate it. All it is basically you eat your carbs when you're gonna use them. You know, just like I'm doing right now, just like I do when I go to the skate rink, you know. Now there's two scenarios where you can, I notice I keep waving this fork around like it's a magic wand, that's funny. Well, there's two scenarios where I allow myself to go absolutely nuts on carbohydrates. Number one, when I'm about to go hit legs or skate or do any sort of strenuous physical activity, when I know I'm about to use said carbohydrates. Now number two, this one is a little more uncommon and does not get talked about. It's when you're in a carb depleted state and you are able to store said carbohydrates. Your body can store up to 1,500 to 2,200 calories of glycogen just in like your internal muscle stores, depending on your build and what size you are. So if you're in a carb depleted state and you have like a godsend cheat day or you have a crazy amount of carbs, it doesn't matter because you're just putting your gas tank back to full. The issue arises when you eat carbs all day, don't burn them, and then you get to nighttime and then you eat more carbohydrates or just more food in general, putting yourself in the surplus. That is where the problems occur. Because if you're already full of glucose and you eat more glucose and you're not using the glucose, then your body's like, well, I guess we'll just throw this shit in the pantry, and then boom, you start to accrue body fat. So long story short, just kind of like try to be more aware, you know? Like when I consumed that frappuccino, I was fully aware of how it would affect me, and well, that's kind of it. I was fully aware of how it would affect me, and I knew that okay, it's high glycemic, but if I pair it with something that's slower digesting, then it won't hit my bloodstream as fast. Now, did I learn all of this in a day? No. It took me like, well, kind of like Caillou, man. On my weight loss journey, it was each day you learn some more, or does it grow some more? Either way, you get the idea. But I gotta start eating these apples before they start rotting on me. And I gotta go hit legs. Tomorrow's video, I think I'm gonna build some stuff. I gotta build stuff in the nursery, and then the wheels. I'm sure y'all have seen my grass in the backyard, all the crabgrass. I've been putting it off. I gotta take care of that. So the reason I haven't done it is because the front wheels on my lawnmower, they like came de-beaded. Like the tire is no longer on the wheel. Like they're like flat, and they're like too small to do the hairspray trick, so I just ordered new wheels. They'll be here tomorrow. So I think I might do a video of me doing yard work. Who knows? But that's all I got for today. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.